outside of your race?
Hold on a minute.
How many of you have dated outside of your race? How many of you would be willing to date outside of your race? How many of you are not willing to date outside of your race? Okay.
Most of them ain't raising a hand.
Williams, Eve, Rihanna, and all fell in love across the racial divide. More and more black women, of course, seem to be willing to follow in their footsteps. Wendy Harlow, should black women date outside their race?
Black women and all women should date whoever they want to date. I was raised in a home by a single black woman. My mom and my father, my whole life, have had an amazing relationship. They raised me separately, but cordially. In this time of my mom being single, I obviously met a lot of her boyfriends, and they were multiracial. She dated black guys, she dated white guys. So I think for me, it was something that I was taught that all people are equal.
Yikes.
Everyone deserves love.
Yikes.
All
you know, I really hate stupid people, but I'm going to let her finish talking.
I've personally dated outside of my race. I've dated black guys. I've dated white guys. And I don't think those aspects of them altered what went right or wrong in our relationships.
Right.
I think whatever our disputes were happened to do with the type of person that I am and the type of person that he was as a person, not as a race.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, a quick look at how these motherfuckers kill these black chicks will tell me that it is a race thing. And I'm not saying black men don't do it either, because black men have killed black women as well. But you see a hell of a lot more of this going on now because these black women want to raise their voices and, oh, we're going to be dating out now because black men ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Well, like I said, these are the swirlers I'm talking about. I'm not talking about black women who would never in their lives date anybody but a black man or be with anyone but a black man or have children with anyone but a black man. I'm talking about the ones who are proudly saying, oh yeah, I've dated black guys, I've dated white guys. You know, they just love when they can say that. They love that they can say that. They just love it. But I'm seeing a lot of these white dudes killing them. A lot of these white dudes murdering them and, you know, cutting them up into pieces and stuff like that and running them over with cars and doing all kinds of brutal shit to them. And like I said, you know, black men have done shit too. We're not going to say they haven't, but I don't remember seeing these black guys doing most of the shit that these white dudes are doing to these black women. And the black women, when this happens, they don't have anything to say about it. They only have stuff to say about the relationships that happen when this happens with a black man, which is bullshit. And this is an old video from 4 years ago, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't be no black man sitting in no audience full of black women that want to date out. I look like a fucking idiot, and he looks like a complete fucking moron, whoever the fuck he is, because I don't even give a damn what his name is. He looks like an idiot sitting there amongst black women who want to date outside their fucking community. Ain't no motherfucking way I'm going to sit there and have any kind of communication, try to understand, or try to reason or talk with any woman who's black who says that she wants to be with a man who ain't black. I'm sorry. I don't want to understand why you want to do it. I don't give a fuck why you're doing it at all. I don't care. It is not something that I practice, as I've said many times, and I'm not going to be around people that practice that shit. That's all there is to it. Imagine getting up on this stage. This one right here, who's not even a fucking woman. It was a man that had a change, okay? Let's just leave it at that. One of the alphabet people that had to change in who they were when they were born. Let's put it as nicely as we can. Gonna come up here and say, oh, I dated a white man who did not identify with my struggle. He didn't understand what I was going through as a quote-unquote black woman. And I say quote-unquote because it used to be a man, okay? But I find it funny when black women always say that they're trying to find a white man who can understand what they go through as a black woman, when only black men can understand what black women go through, because being black as a man and a woman in the black community, you always face racism. You always do. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You always will face it no matter what. Now, you may not face it every day, but you're going to face it certain times in your life because of the color of your skin, because out of everybody else, we will get it the worst. We promise you. It's a reality. It's a fact of life. Reality check if you don't know. For the ones who want to pretend like racism doesn't exist. And then what makes me what it was hilarious about this shit is that You got black women in these relationships. Even black men too been in relationships with white women. I don't know why, but whatever. Your choice, like I said. Black women will talk about how they don't believe in racism anymore. But then once they get with a white man, they see that the racism really does exist because they see how the white man treats them. All of a sudden, if the white man is not doing bad, which most of the time he does do bad, they'll say black men are treating them so hatefully because they're with a white man. It's racism. So black men are perpetrating racism against their interracial relationship. If it's not the white man who's perpetrating the racism against her by calling her the N-word when he gets mad when she makes him angry. Okay? So you can miss me with the I don't know what racism is until I get into an interracial relationship. Go fuck yourself. Seriously. Bullshit. There's only one woman up there who actually has a fucking perfect mindset and actually makes a lot of fucking sense.
I know you.
I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
But how do you think about interracial dating?
I agree with Winnie. I believe that you should date who feeds your soul. But who feeds my soul is a black man. And I'm going to tell you why. I feel like when I think about the trauma that black men have gone through, along with the trauma that a black woman has gone through, we're able to heal each other because we know each other's pain. We know our ancestors' pain. Black men need a black woman, and black women need a black man to help us be better. And because we know each other, we need each other to heal those wounds that were never really treated.
And you know what I find so funny about this? This is on Oprah's little YouTube channel, okay? Soon as this black woman started talking about how much black women and black men need each other, soon as she said what she had to say, and it wasn't even over, she was just starting to talk, all of a sudden the clip is gone. But when these stupid bitches before her were talking about how they should be in interracial relationships and this and that, the clip was going. Soon as this black woman talks about real shit, all of a sudden the fucking clip ends. Amazing, isn't it? You think I'm lying to you when I said they don't want black people to be together? We got white people that don't want black people to be together. We got black people that don't want black people to be together. How fucked up is that? Tyler Perry, I talked about him in the fucking post. Tyler Perry, who's a black man, makes all these fucking movies, makes all these millions of dollars, billions of dollars. All right? Every fucking movie he's got a black man depicted as a fucking enemy to a black woman. Every fucking time. He's got movies, television shows where there's a white man with a black woman. The fucking Oval. The black woman is the first lady and the white man is the president. He's having all these fucking affairs with all these other black females, not even white females, but just, having all these encounters with all these other black women. But nobody's saying shit about him. But if it was a black man that was the president in this fictional world and a black woman that was still the first lady and he was doing that shit on her, every black woman would complain. Don't even fucking lie to me and tell me that they wouldn't, because you are fucking lying if you tell me that you would not complain about that as a black woman. But the white man can go and do that shit on your ass all day and you would have no fucking problem. Scandal, that goddamn show. The woman is a whore to the president. She's a fucking slut to him. A side piece. Why do black women, and I'm going to say black women swirlers, okay, because that's what they are, the Vesters, seem to love being these side pieces to white men? They love being the side piece. They say they want to be the woman in the marriage, they want to be the wife, but they love that they can just get a piece of him. That is a pathetic existence if I've ever seen one. And yes, we know black men have swirled and dated out as well. I don't give a fuck about them either. But we're seeing this from black women a lot. These channels, this fucking movement they started with divesting. We're going to tell the whole fucking world that we don't want black men no more. We want white men and non-black men. You look dumb doing it. You're telling the whole fucking world you don't like your own men. And then there's black men doing the same fucking thing on their channels. You all look like a bunch of fucking assholes. You really do. I don't subscribe to channels that are putting us against each other. I don't subscribe to channels that are telling us that we need to be with these people and not with our own people, because if I'm not with my own women, I'm not making more of my own people. I'm making somebody else's people. Some other form of people. Not my own. Sorry, not this guy. Most of these dumbasses are not going to complain because, like I said, they got the Valley Girl accent down. They got a bunch of white female friends. So getting themselves a Brad or a Zaddy, that's nothing. That's the complete package right there. That's the end deal. They want to be white. Even though they'll never in their lives be white because their skin will always be black, whether it be light skinned, dark skinned, or brown skinned, they're always going to be black no matter what. And if they think that they're going to be white, they'll be reminded of who they really are. When the man gets mad at them, when their friends get mad at them, someone will be as ignorant as hell to let them know and put them back in their place. But they'll never come on here and tell the truth. They'll come on here and say that the relationships are the best relationships ever. They're like some fucking Walt Disney fucking romance relationships that have no fucking flaws, no problems at all, which we all know is bullshit, you know? But this is why I don't like divestors. This is why I don't like swirlers. This is why I have no respect for people who date out, because you have the choice of doing it. Yes, you do. But you lie about the relationship. Even if your relationship is good, you know damn well it's not always going to be good. There's going to be problems. And especially the women, because we see what happens to them. We see them getting deleted, okay? Seeing some men get deleted because of their choices on white women as well. But we're seeing a lot of black women who choose these Hectors, and especially these Brads, Zaddies, okay? They're getting deleted. And then when they get deleted, the so-called sisterhood doesn't give a shit about them. They don't talk about the situation. They just stay as quiet as they can. Until something happens with a black man doing something to a black woman, then all of a sudden they want to raise their fucking voices to the sky. I can't respect it because you lie too much. And then you see them getting in front of the camera, going to other countries to chase down white men, and white men don't even want to be around them. They don't want to even talk to them on camera. Some desperate lady was asking some white man, does he want to have black children? He looked at her and laughed and didn't say anything because he doesn't want to be with her. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want her, period. You're throwing yourselves at men that don't know what the fuck you're going through. These are men who the ancestors have raped you. They have tortured your men. They have killed your babies. Okay? They breeded you. I'm not getting into the history. People sure already know what the history is, and you can say, oh, that's not them. But here's the thing, and why I feel as strongly as I do, and I don't give a fuck if you call me racist. I'm not racist. I don't call people hateful names. I don't go out there being an asshole to people. People can do whatever they want, but my opinion is my opinion, just like anybody else's opinion. Here's why I still feel the same way I feel and will never agree with this interracial shit. Because if they are not their ancestors, how come even today in 2024, 2025, 2026 and on, we're still seeing the same fucking behavior from these fucking people? May not be all of them, but it's definitely a lot of them. So don't tell me that they're not like their ancestors when many of them get off on calling you the N-word and seeing you die. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm really not. Anyway, I'm out.